this computer. Okay. All right. Okay. So now I'll go to the application builder. Same thing, like I'm going to create a fresh application, like because there are plenty of applications which is named as new application, and then I'll put today's date, or maybe I can put DNY dynamic action. Okay, so dyne action. So then I'll go create application. So now, so let us create application. Then okay, so I'm going to create a page, and in this page I'll select the same stuff which we have done earlier, like interactive report, because last time Fatima told I'm a little bit faster, so I'll just go slow. Okay, so interactive report, and then we'll put here as employee, employees. Okay, and then including the page, and if you want to make it model window, model dialog better, otherwise it will go and stay on the left side. Then the form name I'll put here as employee under employee form. Then we need to map the table. We'll be selecting the table here, EMP, then selecting that thing and clicking on the next button. So it will create a report and a pay form. Okay, so let us go to here, hire date, employee number. It's a primary key. Primary column, if you have the second primary key, you can create it, otherwise you leave it like that. So now you know, like two pages have been created. One is report and a form. Okay, this is all we have, continuing the same classes to understand your thing. So let us run this form. I'll put a password and username and log into the dynamic action. Okay, let me just AtoZP at Gmail. I'll put my password. Hope that everybody has created a workspace and created some application. So we are in the same platform. Now clicking on this button. Okay, so here you can see now, like we have put change it, but I don't know, by mistake I went out upstairs, upper text box. Maybe it went. Okay, so I'll just go to the page and change that employee page to a model dialog, because maybe I just went up, so that's why it's not done. So it's still in the employee form. You have to click identification model dialog. Okay, so I have changed the model dialog, but then okay, so page mode is normal. I'll put okay, so theme default, and okay, so let it be model, and then I'll put here model dialog. And I'll save this, and I'll try to run and see how it is happening. Okay, so now changes have been done, and I'll go back to the first page, which is employees. Okay, and then it should appear in the center. Okay, so it's a dialog now. Yes, it is coming in the center. So now what we want, it's like right now, I wanted to like increase. I want to create a button here, and I'll click on that update, means like 10% give an increment to the salary. Then you need to write some code for it. Okay, so let us see how we can write the code and update the salary. But here you can see the employee number is not visible, so we need to activate the employee number, so that it is a hidden field. I'll go to the hidden field, and I'll change this thing to text field. I'll put here as label as employee number. Okay, then you save this. If it's a hidden field, the value will not be visible, and then we don't know what is happening also. So and then I'm running the form, and then you can see now, right now is, okay, so employee number, employee Smith, and everything is displayed. So now I need to create a button in the same form. So you can go to the same page. Okay, so the buttons, button type, you need to add it. So you can see that you can click where you can see there are a lot of things which is appearing here. Like this is a employee form is it's a name of the form which we have created, and each form will have different fields. Okay, this is all we know already. So now you can see that there are cancel, delete, save, and create button. So now I'll go to this dialog footer. Oh, okay, click right. You can see now there are a lot of plenty of options which is appearing here. You create a button. So when you're clicking on the button, it created on below the delete button. So now you can see now button name you can put like increment. Okay, increment. Okay, so increment. Okay, we can put 10%, or if you want, you can put like that. Okay, but no, button name you cannot, but in the label you need to put like that. Okay, so increment. If you want to put 10%, you can put 10%. So let us now check this after saving this. Go back to the page number 2, and then you can run this form, and then you will able to see a button appears on the form. Okay, so you can see now increment 10% is there, but it is not visible properly. So if you want to make it little darker, or maybe you can say like a little zoom sort of thing, you can click on the increment and you can put a hot. So that what happens is it will you can say there is a boldness happening in the button, so that it is easy to recognize. Okay, so let us go to run this page. Now how it appears like that. So you click on the Shijo. You can see now the increment button is blue color shade, because this blue color is same like whatever the theme roller which I explained like a couple of classes before. When you click here, what will happen? Something should happen. Okay, when you click that, I want this existing salary of this person add a 10% in it. Okay, so how to do that? So there is some event should happen, there is some action should happen. So last class we have done it like a dynamic action. Same thing, I'm using dynamic action. Let us work out some how we can do that. You click here. So what happened is when you're clicking, something is happening. So some actions you need to create. So we'll create a dynamic action. So the same thing last class what I have explained to you also. Same thing again. You might have practiced, then it is easy to understand. Then you can go up and you can create here. If you want, you can put as an increment. So to identify that increment d by n, so that you can understand that this is for a dynamic action for increment. So here you can see there's a click event when you're clicking a button increment. So dynamic action is what to be done. It's not showing. It should update in the background table record. So here in this action, you can see there is an action, is a server side. Okay, so server side, execute in the server side. Client side is also the server side. Server side always update the backend database tables. Okay, so you select the table here. You can see PLSQL. Okay, so here you can see now like PLSQL code. You need to write it. What we have to write it. Okay, so what we have to write. So we can write here update. If you don't know this syntax, you need to understand the update command, DML operation, which I explained in the SQL and PLSQL section. So EMP, the table name, set what you want to do increment. So salary equal to salary, existing salary plus how to add it salary divided by 100 into 5% or maybe 10%. So this is the bracket. Okay, so you can see now the existing salary equal to, okay, set salary equal to salary. If it is 7,000, take that 7,000 plus you have to find out divide by 110%. Okay, so this I will explain also in the SQL if you're not understanding. So which one to be updated? So here we need to do employee number equal to what is displayed on the screen. Okay, so the value will be appearing where in this box. So that box we need to put a colon P3 underscore employee number. See, see now you can see now. All right. Okay, so now you will just click and see. Okay, okay, so where employee number equal to this thing semicolon, and see that whether its action is cleared, validation is successful. Because there is, if you are not putting a terminator, it will show an error. Okay, so you have to put a terminator. So what we have putting it here, this is like, same thing like what we are doing uh, in the SQL. Okay, suppose for example, like if you wanted to do the same stuff in SQL, same thing what we'll do is where employee number equal to, you have to provide a number here. So that number, how it is reading from this, whatever number is displayed on the screen, or sorry, on the field, it picks up that form because we are referring the text box name here, so that it will create an appeal. Okay, now we will be putting here. Okay, okay. Now let us, nothing will work out now. Okay, so now you can see now increment is done. So now executed. Okay, item to submit. It's very important when you're doing the dynamic action. Which item is reading? Okay, so we need to map that. Okay, so which item is reading? Employee number. If you are not putting that employee number here, nothing will happen, because item to submit means it basically like, it's reading the number. So if you are putting it blank, nothing will happen. Okay, so it will execute, but it will not show something there. Okay, so now these steps you need to follow. The next step is that then we need to create a, okay, so right now submit. Okay, right now you click here and then create an action, and here I need to, okay, okay, no, okay, so now okay, refresh. Okay, let us now delete it and see now. Okay, so execute this thing, delete. Okay, so let us now save this and see whether our code is working or not. Changes saved. Okay, so run. One minute. Like I need to change the page. Okay, always remember this is very important. Now you click here. Okay, now you can run here. Okay, so I'll go here, run. Okay, so this one, okay, let us save some 800 split. Okay, so let me just click here. Okay, what is that? Employee number during the protection, no chamber step protection. Orion attempt to in section T during the show process indicate maybe when a company checks some. 1 minute, let me just see that error. Let run this. Okay, so here when I click here, what error is coming? Like, okay, let me just see that. I just called servers error or AMC attempt to save. Okay, so in the section, okay, because let me see the employee form. Here everything is working. Okay, one minute. Let me just see that increment. Status, static. Execute here. Attempt to return. Okay. fire on. This is all done. Okay, so employee number is done. Okay, so let me just run this, because we have changed this one because it was changed to that such some section protection error is coming. Let me just check. Because I changed that button to hidden to this thing, so it is not understanding. Otherwise, I'll open that old one sample thing which I done it, because sometimes like error comes, we need to find out what could be the problem. 1 minute. Let me just put here. Okay. So it is this. Yeah, so here you can see now it is incrementing, but it is not refreshing. See this? Okay, so now you just close it and come. We have to do one refresh. So this is incrementing the salary by 10%. Okay, so what we have to do is, because we wanted to, when you're clicking here, no, what happened is it is not refreshing the page. Okay, so let us click on the small amount, then we'll see. And click on this, and 800 means increment. Okay, so I will also show how to refresh also. See, it's 10% is 880, no, because 810% is 880. Okay, so same thing. If you're clicking on the increment 10%, you wanted to give a alert or message to the user. So when you can do it, like let me go to the page, and I'll come back to the same thing. And one more thing, like, remember, like, that error is coming because I changed this text to hidden to hidden field to text field. So here you have a, option here, like, unrestricted, no. So that is why section protection means basically, like, every section there is a protocol. You can just click here, you can see checksum required, application level, user level. That all I will explain you when come to the advanced option. So right now I just made it unrestricted. That error has been disappeared. Okay, so now let us click here, and I wanted to have an action anyway. Submit. Okay, so let us create a another action, like click here again, create new true action. In this one, I just want to give an alert. Okay, so you can click here, there is an alert is there, like okay, scroll down, you can see there is an alert. Okay, so when you're clicking on the alert, you can see the message. Okay, what we have to do here, you need to put an employee increment being updated successfully. Okay, successfully. Put an exclamation mark. If you want something like default, what is the style? If you want some icons also, you can have different icons also. You can have a different icons to display icons, and even if you want a style also, let us say default, what is happening now. So now I need to just refresh also, just go back to the second one, and then run. Okay, so let me see now. I'll go to the Smith, and I'm trying to increase. See that this symbol is coming here. Employee increment has been successfully updated, and you will get a OK button. Okay, but still it is not doing. You need to refresh it. So that refresh also will try to do one action. See, 968 becomes 880 becomes 968. So it's done. So you can see now there are two actions which we have done it. One is one is updating the salary of that employee. So which record is displayed? That record, the employee number will read. And I will again explain that. You go to the increment tab, you click here now. If you click on execute server side, okay, always you have to write a server side, not client side. So this employee number will be captured from the form. Where the Smith employee number will come and store in that variable. So for that storing only, we are pointing to P3 employee number like that. So let us create, let me see that we can create a refresh also, create a true action. I'll put here as submit. So there is a submit also there, submit page. Okay. So in this submit page, what I'll do is execution. Okay. Let it be that. Okay. Execution, request button, submit page. Okay. Security, server side. Okay. So type, okay. No need. Execution, fires on initialization, and submit page. Okay, let me just check some error is coming. Okay, server side. Okay, I'll put it up and let me just check here. Just drag it. Okay, and here request name, show processing, submit page. Okay, let us see that whether it's refreshing or not. Okay, so which pages event is this one? And execution, I think I'm just finding one option. Action is there, identification settings. Okay, so let me just say that maybe we will try this submit page whether it's working or not. I just drag it up because second option, second action which we have done alert, so that should come in the last, so that just drag that. So now we let us see now whether it's doing or not, or maybe we'll get some error, so we'll just find out. Just clicking on this and clicking on increment. See, now it is getting updated live, see this. So submit page, see that it is because no one need the user to come out from the form and to do the refresh page. Okay, so you can see now there are three types of actions we have defined it here. One is increment. This one is like submit page. Execute server side. First we need to create it, and then in the submit in a true action. See, first of all, first you need to create a dynamic action. 1 minute. Okay, so right now you can see first we need to create a dynamic action, and that action we will be creating it here. Yeah, nothing, like just an action. So one true action we will create, right, and click on true action. By default it will come show, so we click here and change the execute server side code. Okay, then we will write here employee set salary equal to salary plus. If you are not putting the salary plus, what will happen is the existing salary will get updated with the 10% and old salary will disappear. That is the main reason we are putting, if it is 800, salary equal to 800 plus 800 divided by 100 into 10%, so it will be 80. Then that is why that 800 plus 80 is calculated, is showing as 880. Where, which one? So we need to point this employee number, because why we are saying normally, like what when we studied, now we will put here like the employee number. So this will be, if you cannot put it, because we don't know what exactly which number is going to appear on the screen. So that is the main reason we put a colon P3 minus employee number and semicolon. Then what will happen is, the second thing is, what we have done is clicking on the submit page. It's very simple. Just click a submit page. Already that, event means like the dynamic action event is captured here. That is why after you update it, this submit page is it's an action which will refresh that event, so that it will get updated immediately on the screen. third is we are, what we have done is we have changed the action to alert. Okay, so here you need to change an alert. Then I told you, like, if you wanted some warning or success or something, you can change it. This is just basically like the style of the, messages appearing on the screen. That's it. Because otherwise, like, no problem. That is, sometimes what happened when you delete, when you're deleting it, like, then we need to like one minute. Then we need to do what? When we need to do a danger thing, so that we will put a danger here. If you have any warning means, so you're going to do something warning, you can do that. So depends upon your situation, we will able to, like, do the changes in the style. Okay, so let us now save this and go back to, see, I change it to success. Let us see what is happening right now. I'm running the again the same one page, and then I will do the same thing like Alan. So what is the salary right now? It's 5,000. So it should be like 10% means what it will be? 5,000. Okay, so this one, you see this employee has been updated successfully. So 5,500 it become. Okay, so if you click on delete, see that this list logo is the danger symbol, and the screen has also changed, like it red color pattern. But at the same time, if you click on cancel, nothing is happening. Okay, so here what happened, like, even if you want also, you click on the form, and like, go to the page. Let me go to the page number. So in the cancel, when you cancel, no action, nothing is appearing. No, so by mistake it's cancelled, it go back. So you can see now dynamic action cancel dialog. Okay, so cancel dialog, click button. Okay, suppose you wanted to have some action, go with, just let me create an action here. Okay, so here true action. Okay, so you can also do the same thing, like, if you want to display something there, cancel dialog. So you wanted to have an alert. Okay, so let me see that whether we can do an alert, and we can put a hi, how are you? How are you? You want to cancel. Let us say how it will work. I think, like, there is an error is coming. So let me just compile it and save it. Cancel dialog. So run it and see what is happening now on the second one. Second page number, main page, and run. So again, go back to this thing. We have done something here in cancel. See, how are you? Hi, how are you? You want to cancel? Okay, it went. Okay, so even at the same time, you wanted to push that thing. So later in next class, like, I will explain you also. You can, depends upon the events, you can also act it. Now you can see now. Let us run. Okay, now let us 1 minute. Okay. Now here save button, dynamic action. Okay, so page. Okay, so we are on the page number 2. That's why it is not coming. So we need a page number 3. Okay, it's a report page which I opened. Go down here and you can see now cancel is there, like dynamic action, cancel. Okay, alert, cancel dialog. We know we don't need, we'll just delete it. Only alert is coming. Okay, so now let's save this. See that what is happening. You can also try, some of the actions and see what are the properties available, because everything, will not able to cover full property sheet in the section. So when you do practice, you will able to understand, like, if you know canceling it, see that now it is appearing, because it is appearing, and then press okay, then it is not happening anything, because what happened is that cancel button event, okay, we are deleted, and we're just putting the button. If you click okay, then you should come back. So then again you have to route it to the main page. You can write it like that. Okay, so this way we are doing the dynamic action, like using the increment sorry button. We are incrementing the employee salary. Same thing also, you also try it. Now we'll have a continuous classes because of the Diwali and all those things. I'm also busy with some projects and all. So tomorrow also same time, because right now I'm just there are a couple of friends also is supposed to join, but because of sending the link late, so they couldn't able to do. But if I continue to the next, then they will miss it. So let us have tomorrow the continue the same dynamic action sections. I'll also refresh. Plus, please come, and Ibrahim has like a few queries to be solve it. So we will solve it today, because I need to just go out now. So let us meet tomorrow at the same time, like UAE time 8 to 9, and Indian time 9:30 to 10:30. Okay, thanks for joining today. And just 15 minutes, I'm just winding up early. And let us practice. Like if you have some queries and all, as I told you, like you can put it on the WhatsApp. We will able to help you. Okay, and see you tomorrow same time. And I will send tonight itself the link, so that others also will be aware about it. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, try. Okay, bye. Thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, okay, Fatima. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.